Hello Weird-Siders, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're making a very special video, and I'd like to thank the people at Next Up Comedy for giving me the opportunity to review their website. Microphone is on. Now, if you see me looking down at any point, it's because I have my notes for the video on the iPod. So, let's begin. So, I watched a couple of shows which I'll be reviewing over time, in a series I like to call stand-up comedy review, because I've actually seen like actual stand-up comedy, not your Netflix stuff, but your usual in-club stuff now, because of Next Up Comedy, which is one of the perks of Next Up Comedy. Now, here's the one that I watched: Normal Jockeys Live, Beck Hill, I'll Be Beck, Fern Brady, Milk, Comedian, Kerry Pritchard McLean's Hypocritical Woman, The Alistair Becking King Mysteries, and Richard Herring, Lord of the Dancing Settee. They're all good shows in themselves, but I'll review them separately. Now, I'm going to separate this into three categories: things I liked about the service, things I didn't like about the service, things that need improving. Now, I need to stop saying now as well. So I've looked at the website, the app on the iPad, the phone, and the Apple TV app. That's where I've looked, I've reviewed, and properly looked at. So, what did I like? The way the content is filmed, and the people they have on the service. Yes! Well, when I say the way it's filmed, I mean like in the clubs, because you don't see that when you watch stand-up this on TV, because they're massive venues, either in like small clubs, small venues where you can hear the audience laughing. You can pinpoint one person in the audience that's laughing the most. So it's more of a, you can tell that, for instance, if you're watching the sauce, I think they're called something sausage, but there's one bloke in the front, you can hear him howling laughing, and you can see it, which is what I quite like, because you know that that person is enjoying the comedy. The other thing I liked is that the live stream function I've never seen before, because I've never been to a comedy club, an actual real life comedy club. I've been to actual real life comedy gigs. So watching live events from the comedy clubs, like for instance the new one from the London Comedy Store, I quite like that, because I've never been to the London Comedy Store, but I got to experience the London Comedy Store through the live stream function. I haven't quite used the chat bit of the function yet, because I don't know how that works out. It just seems like a website only bit. So I can't review that bit, and I don't know whether it's useful. I don't necessarily know. What else I liked about it was pretty much the way it was laid out. Well, not really I'll get onto the layout, but it's the way the app functioned. The app wasn't powered by Vimeo like the new Taskmaster streaming service is, which I don't think sort of works with the Vimeo UI the best. But Next Up Comedy has their own UI, and it looks absolutely amazing. There is a few bits I would add, but the website overall is brilliant. The website has nothing wrong with it. The website hasn't got any faults that I've seen, but it's mainly the app on the iPad and the phone that I have the most problems. What I didn't like was when you finish watching a show on the Next Up Continue Watching section, it doesn't get removed. So I finished watching Fern Brady's stand-up show, and it didn't get removed from the Continue Watching section. It stayed there. I'm like, well, I don't want it to stay there. I want it to like be removed so I know I've seen it. And that's like, it's a very minor problem, but it's a problem that I think it's worth looking into and seeing how you fix that. Or yeah, I think it is something worth fixing, and it's not a huge problem when you think about it. So if Next Up Comedy, if you're watching this, if you've got a long list of problems, and you don't think this is absolutely necessary, put it on your list anyway, and when you get to it, fix it. Because I do think it's a problem that needs fixing, but I don't know how urgent it needs fixing. Now, what else I didn't like about it? That was it. There wasn't anything else I didn't like about it. I do think the categories should have been better. Like, you categorise it with, like, up and coming. Like when you go to the top of the section, top of the app, you've got your categories like upcoming, as seen on TV, best of circuit comedian, like comedians that don't want to be on TV but are famous in the circuit, best double acts, sketch shows. Instead of having it all on one page where you have to scroll right down to the bottom to get to sketch shows and comedy characters, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom. You could have a section that says categories and categorise it from up and coming acts, best as seen on TV, let's say YouTube internet successes, like people that are YouTubers that have turned comedians or people that start out online. And so you can have it categorised, and then if I want to watch a brand new comedian I've never heard before or seen before, I can click on up and coming and watch the up and coming section. Or if I wanted to watch Kerry Pritchard McLean, she's on TV, but if I want to watch her stand-up show, I can click on as seen on TV. So I know that, oh, they're the ones I know from TV, they're the ones that are up and coming, and they're the ones I've never seen because they're on the circuit. That would just improve the app and improve the service even more, so you know the categories rather than having one big page. What I would improve is on the app, on the mobile app, I like watching programs when I'm on my iPad where I'm looking at other stuff at the same time. So picture in picture is very important for me. Now it might just be a me thing, but I love picture in picture. So BritBox added picture in picture not so long ago, so I can be looking at, oh, how many subscribers I've got, or have I corrected a video title for this channel, and then go, I want to continue watching it, or it's just in any situation, or I want to quickly Google their social accounts, these comedians, and find them and look into more of the stuff they've done whilst I'm watching their stuff. And if you're doing it on the iPad, I can't do that. I just lose a moment. The other thing is that with Netflix, Amazon Prime and all the streaming services that I own, there is a section where it has a play button in the middle and then 15-second rewind and 15-second fast forward on either side. I reckon that should be in the middle. Again, nitpicky, but I reckon that's what should improve. That's just in app. On the TV doesn't really bother me, but the app I feel like it does. And subtitles, it's not a problem for me because I don't really use the subtitle function. But for other people, I feel like there should be more. I don't see a function to add subtitles because I wanted to test out the subtitles, see if they work and the stuff. But I do feel like that is a very nitpicky thing. So there you have it. That is my brief review. Now let's get on to the in detail stuff. That was in detailed as in detailed can be, but I want to talk a bit about why it's a fantastic streaming service. So all the other streaming services that you own, Amazon Prime, Netflix, BritBox, Acorn TV, are all like TV shows and dramas and blockbusters and films and all sorts. And Netflix and Amazon Prime, and then occasionally BritBox has got Lively Polo, but with Netflix and Amazon Prime you have stand-up. But it's like stand-up Jimmy Carr from the O2, Jimmy Carr from wherever, and Don Chappelle, like comedians and anyone that you can think of from Hannah Gadsby, her new one I found because of The Last Leg, from Tasmania, it's not British. She's like from the wherever, and it's like, from wherever. But Next Up Comedy has Kerry Pritchard McLean from the London Comedy Store. Let's say Chris, no, I don't know his last name. He's a comedy character. Let's go with Richard Herring, who very rarely hasn't got any streaming stuff apart from this. Richard Herring from the Leicester Square Theatre. Let's go with Leicester Fringe Week, which is a whole week of live streams. You don't get that anywhere else. There's other perks of the service that we won't mention because I'm here to talk about the content, not the other perks, saying, oh, if you get this, you get that, and that. Oh, it's worth it for that, and that. But no, it's worth it for the content. The actual content, the way it's filmed, like, on the back of the the club is filming, and it's brilliant, and you can hear everything perfectly, and you can see the audience perfectly, and I like how they blur out audience faces that don't want to be on the screen, which is perfect. So that is my 10 minutes and 30 second review. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll be reviewing each of the shows I saw on a series called Stand-Up Comedy, Tom's Stand-Up Comedy Reviews. So, thank you guys for watching, and thank you to Next Up Comedy once again for the opportunity to let me review the service. And if you're watching this Next Up Comedy, make notes of some of the improvements, please, so you can make the service even greater for the future. And make sure you guys go and check out Next Up Comedy. Time out. Bye! Remember, stay weird out there and enjoy comedy. Woohoo! Thank you, Next Up Comedy.